Sarah with Obadiah's. Today I have featured the Teba, the TKS-15 model. This is going to be an import cook stove from Turkey, and this video is to give you guys the overall lowdown on the specs, the construction of the stove, and what makes this product unique in the North American market. Now obviously it is super unique because this is a three-sided glass, which is basically panoramic for a wood burning appliance, which is super rare to even find in the North American market. This is also going to be a cook stove model, so you can bake here in this top oven as well as cook on the cooktop. Now, if you happen to make it to the manufacturer's website, or if you're familiar with this product as it's sold in Europe it does come with a blower that is attached, which pushes heat out this heat shield off the rear as well as out the front unit here. Now in the United States, in North America, according to the EPA, a wood cook stove cannot have a blower installed on it. Okay, so because of that, we have had to remove the blower system from this particular model. Now, as you can see inside the firebox, there are these tubes located here at the back. These are the air tubes that are bringing that hot convection air from the firebox directly out the front of the unit. So this unit is going to produce quite a bit of heat. I haven't burned this model yet, but I did burn the TKS-15, and the three-sided glass burned wonderfully, very clean. Your damper control is going to be, your primary is going to be located right here on the bottom front of the unit. Here we have up close, these are the tubes I was talking about here. I mean, and these are some pretty big tubes. I've seen this kind like on a furnace, and that is just going to push the heat out. Now if you could have the blower system like in Europe, you'd really be getting it done. And I just want to show you how it runs across the top of the firebox like that, all the way up. This is a nice big firebox. This kind of creates that nice standoff off the glass here, because you don't want to get too close to the glass with your log, otherwise it doesn't burn quite as clean. This is a nice size ash pan as well. And this is going to, this knob here is going to slide your grate back and forth. So if you want to clean it, boom, you just pull it forward. It's going to drop your ashes right into the ash pan. Down here is just a little extra space for some log storage. This does have a gasket located on the door. I'm going to show you guys the baking oven here. The door is also going to be gasketed as well. It is an enamel lined baking oven. Again, no oven rack. You could definitely slide your own rack up here. And it's nice and big and wide. You can fit quite a bit in there. Everybody always wants to see the back of the unit. So this is kind of the heat shield that comes with it. Again, the model in Europe would blow the heat off of there, which I've seen the ones with the blowers, they really crank out that heat. You know, the back of the stove is just a nice painted black. It matches the stove pretty well, so it definitely wouldn't be like an eyesore sitting in the middle of a room by any means. I'm gonna make a couple of modifications. I'm literally just going to lay fire brick over the top of this grate, and also there's these air holes on the bottom, and I am going to lay that brick, as you can see, it goes all the way up against the wall on the back edge so that it goes across, and then it's going to cover up these air holes. I believe this is going to increase my burn time simply with the simple modification here. These standard fire bricks are pretty cheap. I mean, like Amazon sells them for probably $3 a brick, so this is not something that comes with the stove. This is just a little modification. My standard fire brick size is going to leave a gap in the middle, and I don't have a way to custom cut it right now, so I'm going to test it like this. This is still going to leave one air hole there as well as the air coming up from underneath, so this should still make it easy to get my fire started. Depending on what kind of burn time I get with this, maybe I'll test custom cutting a piece to fill in that hole. You can also see though that along here there is still these open air holes because the brick's not going all the way to the edge. So I do still have that. I chose to do this one in the front because I want to have that airflow on my front glass to keep it burning nice and clean. We'll see how it does with the sides here. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I want to push them together. I don't know. The thing is, these side, just show you what I'm talking about here. The side air holes are pretty significant. So I guess I'll test off when blocking it if those are needed to keep the side glass clean. Because I am gonna try it with the middle split. Again, this is just a test I'm doing to see if I can increase my burn times. And then depending on how I do, we'll see where I go from here. I mean, but right now, the way this stove sits from the factory, it burns great, it's beautiful, but 5 hours max is what you're gonna get. If you guys find these videos educational, informational, and helpful, please don't forget to give me that thumbs up. That helps me out so much when you guys like my videos. Also, sharing my content with a friend especially helps me out. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button in the corner of the channel if you haven't already. God bless. Have a wonderful day.